Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. I have a small, very small haul from Michaels. Most of you know I don't go to Michaels a whole lot, but quite a few people got on YouTube and were saying that Michaels has new things in, and when they did that, they put quite a few things in clearance. I found a few clearance items. I found a paper pad. I found, I think it was Easter was 40% off, which I think they might have lumped spring and Easter together. And so this is my first little find. A little cake plate, a little tiny one. They had it also in pink and I think a darker pink and I think blue, not sure. But this went from $5.99 to, I'm going to look at my, I didn't write my math down, guys. Let me see, where's my slip here? That went from $5.99 to $3.59. So I thought for a scalloped little cake plate, remember I do the fake bakes, I thought that was darling, and the green goes with everything. And I also found these precious little, well, they're cookie cutters, mini cookie cutters, but you can also use these for your clay. And you can also use them for decorations, as you know, especially being this tiny, hanging from your Easter tree if you have one. And these went from $4.99 to $2.99, okay? And of course, Handsome loves chickens. I love rabbits. We both like carrots. And I probably won't use the egg a whole lot, but of course the flower one is darling. So I'll also grab that. And then I did go over to see what they had on in their clearance aisle. And they have tons of stuff. At least they did in mine. But a lot of the things I didn't need, that I didn't really work with. But as I just said, working with clay and stuff like that, they did have the fondant mold. And this went from $14.99 to $3. Let me get that up close, show you. And this can be so much fun with your fake bakes, you know. Happy to find this. Love the turquoise color too. So let's put that there. And they also had a 3-part mold. This is the teddy. And I haven't worked with these before, but I think it looks like fun. This went from, let me see. That's just, yeah, $4.99 to $2 on this one. And this is like for your chocolate, a chocolate mold. If you're into candy making and real cake baking. But I love teddies, and I thought that was darling. So I'm looking forward. This is one set of them. Looking forward to working with that. While I was still in clearance, these are hair accessories, but I thought they were super cute. And you also know that you can use them with your paper crafting instead of a paper clip too, especially if you're giving a gift or on a card, and then they can take it off, put it in their hair, or use it themselves with their paper crafting. This went from $3.99 to $2. It was half off on this one. But I thought, while the bows are popular, I better get while the getting's good. Okay, so like I said, I didn't find tons. I'm going to move these for a second because I do have, excuse me, I do have some paper pads. And as you all might know now, the ones that are the special edition ones, they're usually, what, $9.99 or $4.99 right now. And they had some cute ones. They had quite a few over there. But to be honest, I don't need a lot of paper. And remember, if I do get a new paper pad, I have to donate some of my paper in my stash. I don't have tons of blue, but a lot of my subscribers love the color blue, and I think, well, if I make something for a giveaway or something, I think this would go really well, you know. Or I do have some friends that just, you know, that's their favorite color is blue. So let's go ahead and open this up. Oopsie. Let's do it like this. Okay. And see what we got. You know, when it's sealed like that, you can only see so much. But I did see the bottom of it. Let's do this. Are you like me? Sometimes you get the first page under there with your, when you're trying to seal up the sides. Oh, first page is really pretty. Real pretty. And it looks like it has some metallic accents. Let's get these down here so it doesn't stick onto the paper. And let's see what we got. Well, let me see. Are you all seeing what we're dealing with? I hope I don't hit my light. I'm going to have to go like that. It is one-sided. We have 2 of each. Happiness is to hold flowers in both hands. Oh, okay. Yes, we do have gold, metallic gold accents. And then we have some leaves. I like this one. Some cornflowers. Whoops, something just fell. I'll pick it up later. I usually don't do this up in my craft room, but I had so few of them, I thought it'd just be easier to do it like this. On that blue, cornflowers and forget-me-nots. Here's the frames. Here's a painting. Here's solid, well, yeah, almost solid navy blue. Oh my goodness, the mermaid scales. I haven't seen, or fish scales. I haven't seen that in a while. Hydrangeas, I do believe. And it says, gather together, soak up the sunshine up here. Oh yeah, quite a few accents of metallic gold. Quite a few. Oh, that's pretty. Isn't that sweet? I like that one. Love this one. This reminds me of the 80s. Of a dress I used to have. Well, top. My stars, here's the, yeah. I haven't seen this in a long, long time. And then we've got some, what looks like burlap, a pale blue burlap in the background, and then stripes that aren't perfect. Janky stripes. Okay, so evidently that's not supposed to be mermaid. It's supposed to be these. Okay. That's pretty. That goes with everything. That's a beautiful blue. As most of you know, I have a tendency to like pastels rather than darks, but this looks almost like a black blue in the background and then flowers in a navy blue. We've got some more frames, and then you can fussy cut the little teeny tiny, it looks like bluebells also up here. And then a stripe. This looks gray, guys. Doesn't look blue to me. Striped two-tone gray. It's almost like a khaki gray at that. Nothing but... Sorry for that. Especially if you have your earbuds in. But it's getting heavy on that end. I think that's lovely. This is pretty as well. Nice background, isn't it? Background paper. Oh, this is pretty. It has little birdies in the trees. That's pretty. And then we have, guys, except for the covers of journals. These I have a hard time with, you know. But I have just right in the middle scored it and used them as journal covers before. But I have a hard time with those that Michaels puts out. That's darling. And I love this shade of green that they used with it. That's really cute. Uh-oh, my favorite one's coming up. Yeah, I like this. I love stripes. Of course, these are janky too. See, they're going... and I love teeny tiny little prints and flower stuff. That's my favorite. And then this looks perfect with the one that I said would make a great cover. That's pretty. And that's the last one. And for $4.99 though, you know what I mean? When they do the $5 and the $4.99 thing, that's when I'm like, okay, Craftsmith, that's it. And there's 48 sheets in here. And what else does it tell us? Does it tell us anything else? It just says manufactured 2025. Okay, guys, and that's all I have for today. And I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.